No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
I know it's been refilled 4 times, but I need it. Well, I can't sleep since my husband died in Vietnam.
Not without a prescription from your doctor. It's the law.
Please, look, just 2 Tuinol for tonight, huh? Call my doctor. He'll verify.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. Yes? Yeah, thank you, doctor. He said 2 only, and he'll mail prescription tomorrow.
Thanks. I really can't sleep. I still see him in the flames when his plane went down in Vietnam.
Hey, my man. I'd like a refill on some of these good-doing, righteous diet pills. They make me lose weight, and I feel good. And I really dig it.
2 15-milligram dexatrine spanceless twice a day. But you're only allowed 1 more refill on this prescription. Then we need a new prescription.
A refill? You got it, my man.
Some of that cough medicine you gave me last week, you know, it's good for my throat and really made me feel good, too.
There's codeine in it. Now, be careful.
Yeah?
My mother needs this. It's for her period. When she has it, she has cramps.
Egrasol. 2nd refill?
Oh, hurry up, mister. If she doesn't get her medicine, she's going to be beating on me.
It doesn't take long for some pill freak.
Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. You know, I really do enjoy finding those clips. I've got my little locations for all the weird things, and I got some pretty strange things that they actually showed people in high school at the time. Some of you probably remember that. I know that I myself, I remember a few, but some of the other ones are pretty crazy. So let me see. How was your week? Mine was pretty good. Lots of things going on in our country and in the world right now. We have a lot of stress, so I think it's affecting everybody in a lot of different ways. But for the most part, I don't know about you, I had a pretty decent week. Quick shout out to my friends, my coworkers, who I would not even be this far if it wasn't for you guys. And I got to say that, my job takes me to a lot of different locations, and I've gotten to know workers at so many of the different stores. And some people the stores, they just get a bad rap, and it's just really it's that stigma thing, that we talked about a couple episodes back. So anyways, that being said and done, thank you guys for being in my corner and supporting me. You have no idea how much it means to me. My friends, my family, if they happen to be out there, all you guys, of course, lots of people. Some pretty good things came in the email inbox this week, so I'm pretty excited about that because the interaction, the conversation, and the stuff that it's reaching to. Plus, I even tried a new camera angle so that you could see my face in that, I don't know, I think that's professional, if they say whatever that is. And yeah, let me see if I covered all the intro bases. Well, I think the real tragedy here this week is Sinéad O'Connor passing. Now, I don't care what you believe. You're welcome to worship whoever you want to, and I will love you just the same. But in her day, when she ripped that picture, for a lot of you younger folks who didn't see that, I remember seeing that episode I was watching. That changed her whole life. She had 70 million records. She lost everything. The stress, I cannot believe the amount of public hatred that she must have faced, and her family, ultimately, it led to her divorce, so many different problems, and she was exposing something for many people. That rip was the first that they saw of child abuse, within the church, and the outrage. And, I'd like to think that she wouldn't be accosted for that today, but, we have a pretty bad climate, but if we take a look at that stigma stuff that we kind of tapped on, from what I can figure, just about everything that we love today would not make it. I mean, look at Johnny Cash. He would definitely be canceled. David Bowie, everybody, all the people that created these epic amounts of incredible art, because of the standards we have, they would just be canceled. And whatever mistake they made defines you forever. And in a situation like Sinead, what's nice about that is, or the positive side to it, is that it brings attention to how we just make a decision about someone or something because of what the popular opinion is. We never ask ourselves how we really truly feel. And lots of people jumping on the bandwagon, I love you, Sinead, blah, 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 but how many of those people wouldn't have, they never called her, they never helped her, and she was an incredible talent. And I think that, Wisconsin, we have a really incredible music scene here, folks. If I don't care what you're watching, you won't find it better right now than we have it here. We have a vibrant source of people who are trying to grow. There's lots of amazing things, and it's just getting to be pretty cool. But excuse me, folks. The downside is there is no manual to fame, and fame can happen in a small town where that can be enough to affect you. We all know that if someone gets a little bit of power, they can abuse it and turn into a monster. We all have been through something like that. But when it comes down to fame and things like that, the pressure, how it changes, and there is no rule book. People don't know. You don't really understand what's happening, or the subtle nuances that come. And some people who have problems, like whether it's medical or emotional or things like that, they turn to, substance abuse. And let me tell you how that happens. You're in pain. You don't know it. You're just goofing around with your friends. You go drinking or whatever. Somebody gives you something, you try it. That pain that you never knew you were in, you now know you're in because it's gone. And our brain is wired to, be easier, and then you just go back for it. Then if you got a situation where it's not habit forming, then you wind up with millions of people dead. So the downside of our current culture is that really talented people that I know in my state that have had struggles with substance abuse and the behaviors that come with that their apologies are just no good. The things that unacceptable, decisions made, and what are they missing out? There's some incredible talent. And I'm not referring to anybody in specific. That's not what I'm here to do. The discussion is that, at least I would like to challenge, is that we all have to decide what kind of world we want to live in. We're either part of the problem or the solution. It's not really that much about politics, at least not to me. It's about how you treat each other and how you create your local environment and the things that you do. And seeing people for their best, their worst, that can be a very difficult thing, especially when everybody's sensitive. And I know that I am, and I'm working very hard to just forgive. And that's not easy. And, with the health condition that you have, the stigmas that come with it, I do somewhat relate to what Sinead went through, where you receive hate, where you receive anger, where you receive a judgment, and how difficult it must have been. but she still gave him hell. I followed her on Twitter and a few other things, and she would go through these account changes and things because she had other challenges going on. And it was just, I'm really proud of her. So, and with that, I'm gonna get to some cool music. So. Little lady, come to me. We'll make love, give me disease. We'll get a high, sharing needles, messed up drugs, messed up people. My old man, oh, he loves to drink. He gets drunk, then he loves to beat. Black arm bruises is my way of life. I miss my mama since mama died. Down, 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 down. Going nowhere, been all around. Down, 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 oh, down, that's me. You're the widow, but I'm the freak. I love to steal and I love to shoot. I don't need a reason to point my gun at you. I was born just like you. Look at me, tell me what you're with. Down, 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 down. Going nowhere, moving all around. Down, 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 that's me. You're the widow, but I'm the freak. Little lady, come to me. We'll make love, give me disease. We'll get sharing needles, mess up drugs for messed up people. Down, 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 down. Been going nowhere, but yet I've been all around. Down, down, baby, oh, down, that's me. I'm the weirdo, and I'm the freak. I just kind of picked that one out of random. Just on to clarify, my dad didn't beat me or anything like that. That was about a situation I had kind of scene. Such is life. All right, let me see. I think I got one more. All right, now on that note, I gotta say that one of the cool things that came out of doing this little vlog thing has been those journey videos. I look forward to that every week now. More importantly, I'm kind of noticing the difficulty in finding like that type of footage that's royalty free and whatnot. And I think that what I'm going to do this week, provided that I can find what I'm looking for, is a space routine. And, you know, lots of small clips, but it takes forever to mount. Like, 40 minutes of it, an hour of it. I got lucky with the desert one, which I thought, was kind of cool. Could have been a little louder, but this broadcast could be too loud. I don't know. So. I did this one wrong a while back. So I aims to make it right. Seagulls fly, sequoias high, so tall. Very breath, 2 days all silence, your call. And there's nothing they got, not even my bones, to last at all. Call it a day, call it a day, my love. summer breeze, the autumn leaves, and their fall. Child first step, mom well kept in one's heart. And there's nothing they got, not even my soul, to last at all. Child's first step, a moment kept in one's heart. You are the lover's sigh, all the teardrops in the cold of my night. And there's nothing they got, nothing they got will last at all. So I call it a day, my love. That's called Call. And you know, I do work on that every now and again. And I do get it right on occasion. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna do one more, I think, and then I'm gonna call it. You know, there was now that I think about it, there was an email that came in. It raised a pretty good point, and they raised actually several good points. So to address it real quick, what it was about, where like they have a situation where they're dealing with, you know, a big family, and they are like somewhat of a black sheep, and they can't seem to cross that line to forgive each other. Now, I can't do that myself, so you know, I'm not a, you know, like I'm certainly not a doctor. I have no idea, but it did pose the question that what I have found worked, which is what they were after. And I know that generally speaking, that if I take the time to, even if I just want something resolved, I'll just own it. You know, I don't care who's right or wrong, or who wins or loses, or what the deal is. I just would like to not hate you anymore, or whatever the deal is. And if there's something going on, sometimes you gotta allow people to just. You're not going to get it back. There's nothing you're going to do that's going to stop the memory that you have. So you got to find a way to make peace with it. And the hard part is that sometimes you got to just let go. But what I have also found is that if you take the chances and you do give people the breathing room, that in most cases you can be quite successful. And I have even better relationships with some of the folks that I didn't have that with before. So I wanted to just kind of address that, because they were talking about with the stigma, because they're really nailed with it. I really feel I do get what they're going through. You get a big dynamic like that, and you know, just kind of people do that. They pick the bad sheep or whatever. So we'll see where we'll go, and I believe that. and the other thing that was asked is, why don't I show myself during those journey videos? Yeah, I love that, correct? No, I don't do it because that's like a performance, so I feel stupid, you know, in front of a camera. There's no interaction, so it takes concentration, and I just always feel pretentious. I wouldn't want to be looked at while I was doing that. On that note, I'm going to say goodnight, folks. Now remember your local cat shelters. My friend John recently lost an old cat of his. Man, that's what a heartbreak. But there's lots of cats that need homes, so and that's how you can affect your community. And remember, most of all, be forgiving of each other. Remember that everybody's doing the best that they can, good and bad. Doesn't matter how well you succeed, just try. And, you know, good days, bad days, don't judge people by their worst, and be as forgiving as you can of yourself and of others. But most of all, folks, please take my love with you wherever you go, because I love you. And thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, Friday night, this coming Friday, it'll be late night, because I do that for the people who want to relax after work and get their vibe on, enjoy the headphones, and give a good meditation experience where you can enjoy some psychedelic and some visuals. We'll be doing space if I can pull it off. If not, I will come up with something equally cool. That would be 10 p.m. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. Thanks for hanging out and for supporting me. Good night.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.